Special thank you to my YouTube members Holly Miller and Sebastian Dorendorf, and to my patron McPuffin for supporting my channel and supporting my content. Thank you so much, guys. How's it going, everybody? And welcome back to another video. Ooh, I didn't say subreddit. Isn't that spicy? I'm joined by George once again. It's been a little while since we had you on the channel.
It's been a while. Yes, but I am here.
We are returning back to AI Dungeon because the first multiplayer video we did on this is still my top performing video every month. So
gotta capitalize.
Gotta get in on that. Go watch our Call of Cthulhu one, which did terribly. So yeah, it's been 5 months since we did the first video, I think.
Has it?
I probably should have looked this up, shouldn't
Probably.
Hold on, I can check. It's fine. I'm a professional.
I think it might have been a bit over 5. Actually, I don't know. 5 sounds about right.
6 months, according to YouTube. And I've also had a channel makeover, so go have a look at my channel. Do that anyway, but go check out the great art. Wow, I am bad at this. We're literally on a time crunch with this camera. Today we're going back to AI Dungeon. We've gotten in on multiplayer. We're in a horror setting because I rolled a dice to find out what we were going to play. And I've got my lights turned down low so it's all spooky in here. So we're going to play. Right, let's get into it. Let's see if we can break it before my camera runs out of time.
Let's go.
A group of friends are exploring an abandoned mansion. As they enter, they notice the faint smell of a fire burning. A sheet-covered furniture litters the dusty floor. Oh, and sheet-covered furniture litters the dusty floor, not a singular one. They make their way through the mansion and hear the sound of footsteps on creaky stairs. Just then, the doors to the room slam shut. They try not to panic as they hear a deep voice cry out, "Who is there?" One of the men presses his eye to a small hole and sees a man strapped into a chair with his mouth gagged.
Oh.
Now, is one of the men as in, like, us? As in this group of friends that I'm assuming is us? We'll do the whole take it in turns thing again, like we did before, so I guess I will start. The man in the chair struggles against his bindings, but has no chance. The man yells, "Get out of here!" The friends all agree that the man is too helpless to save and break open the door.
Already I'm confused.
We're breaking open the door into the room, but we're like, oh, we're not going to save him. We just need to get in here.
The man yelled, "Get her out of here." Who is her? Who is she?
Oh, get her out of here. So we're looking for a woomph. Interesting. A turn of events. Damsel in distress.
Is that why we've come here? We're looking for this woman?
Law. Okay.
Law.
Yes, we're ghost hunters looking for a woman that's been kidnapped.
Okay, where is the woman you have taken?
The men go quiet and stare at Red. The fire in the grate has died down to a crackling ember, and they think they can just make out a pale hand by its outline on the wall. This is gonna go real well.
I think we've already broken it.
No one answered you. Blue reaches out to grasp the hand. That is not what I said I was doing. She feels her way over the wall until she finds a dusty old latch and pulls it down. My pronouns are they, them, thank you very much, AI generator. Okay, I'm a woman. Let's go.
You know what? Sure. Was this latch attached to a door? I assume so. And it's not just a latch on a wall?
Well, it says she feels her way over the wall until she finds a dusty old latch, so I'd assume it's on the wall. I'm
just stunned of how this has already taken things.
We're 4 paragraphs in. We're already like, what do we do?
Happened?
I think we need to buy their special AI, clearly. I bet it's still broken, but man. Guys, click that join button or join my Patreon, and if, I don't know, I get 2 new members, I'll buy the premium AI and we'll do a video on that. How about that? A sliver of pale light beams make their way into the room. The friends hear a small laugh as the gag gets removed from the man's mouth and he starts to talk to the woman in the chair. Okay.
I feel like press enter again and maybe, just maybe we'll hear what he's about to say.
At first they think it's them he's calling on, but he corrects them when he says, "My friend's outside." They are puzzled and ask who he is talking about. The woman answers for him.
I feel like we just got to keep on pressing enter. I feel like it's leaving it halfway through.
She is sitting in the chair and her gag is gone. The friends take a closer look at her.
She was gagged in the what? It never mentioned her having a gag on in the first place.
This is amazing.
I will inspect the woman.
I kind of want to do a D&D video now. An actual session, like a one-shot. It'd be so good. She is a beautiful and young woman, about their age. Her black hair is tied up in a ponytail, but 2 strong red cords have fallen down her waist. Sorry, what? What? Grab the cords. Yeah. She tries to twist and pull the hair up out of the way, but they are wedged into a hole in the wall. She is at a loss.
Okay. Can I cut the cords?
She feels her way over to the light and frantically cuts the 2 cords with a pocket knife she has in her pocket. As the light floods into the room, 4 men and women give a collective gasp. So now you're a she.
Yeah, I'm now.
And there's 4 men and women in here that give a collective gasp. The men are dressed in shabby, dirty outfits. The woman has no gag now, but makes no sound and just sits staring into the fire. They look at each other and then back at the woman. I feel like I'm going to have to escalate this in a minute.
What do you want with this woman?
The woman is only wearing a thin shirt, and the man in the chair starts to struggle against his restraints. The man in the middle says, "We just want to ask her some questions." The woman looks at them. Oh, I said that. I meant to do that. With a look of fury, she draws a small pistol from her pocket. The man says, "Okay, we just want to ask you some questions." Like, where did you get this gun from?
This woman who's wearing only a thin shirt pulls a small pistol from seemingly
I think I
nowhere.
draw that pistol, right?
I don't
Because
know,
I'm a she in this.
But you said it and the thing. So what I'm getting from this is you said threaten them with the gun. To then this woman pulled a gun from her pocket. I'm guessing a shirt pocket. Because
carry it on and see where it goes. We'll find out, I'm sure. The woman looks at the ground. The man says, "Okay, first of all, who are you and where do you come from?" The woman looks up at him. The man says, "Sorry?" Why is the man apologizing? The woman looks at him and whispers, "Do you see my gag?" He looks over to where she points and nods. He returns his attention to the man. "Well, where do you come from?" Why was she just asking him for the gag? What is going on? It doesn't make sense.
I think it's there also in the middle of a conversation, and it would be rude to interrupt this conversation.
I just thought of another video we have to do now.
Okay.
You know those AI generated stories where you just give it some criteria and it generates a story?
Mm-hmm.
We've got to do a video on that, right?
Yeah.
The woman looks back at the ground. The man looks up at the men in the room and then says, "Oh, I see. Threatening to kill us might make them talk."
No, it won't. Kill them if you want.
The woman glances at the men and back at the ground. What's on the floor that she's so intently looking for? The man in the middle says, "No, we just want to ask you some questions. We promise we won't kill you if you do." That is sus. She looks at them with the gun in her hand and says, "I'm not going to threaten you with death if you don't cooperate. I'm just going to shoot you." The man in the middle says, I'm
What
struggling,
does he say?
George. Okay, I'm continuing it.
What does he say?
What does he say? "Okay, you can put that gun away. We promise we won't hurt you." She does, and they move closer to her. Uh-oh. The man says, "Oh my gosh, stop ending it with..."
The man says,
"Now tell us who you are." The woman looks up at the men and realizes that if she doesn't start talking, they will kill her anyway. I think we're both the woman at this point.
yes? Question mark?
Or we're supposed to have been the men, and every time it ends it with "the man says," we're supposed to have said something.
I'm going to ask him again, what do you want with this woman? Hopefully, we'll get an answer. Do I think we actually will? No.
The woman begins to cry as she tells them her life story. She was born and lived her entire life in a small town called Mulford. Right, George, this is a long shot here, but this could go any 2 ways. I hope you're prepared.
I'm ready.
No, it didn't work. It's railroading us. She tells them she used to live in a house in the center of town, near the church. The man says, "What's the name of the church?" She thinks and then says, "The Saints' Church." Wow, that's original.
How has it gotten worse since we played the first time?
I don't know. Didn't we play an apocalypse setting the first time?
I think it might have been Apocalypse.
But it was the apocalypse was like goblins.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was, because I was imagining it like Mad Maxy kind of apocalypse.
Yeah. And I thought it was going to be a zombie apocalypse. And then it was goblins. And we were on an oil rig. "Can we go to this church?" The woman looks surprised. "Yes, it's only a few blocks north. Come on." The man says, "Okay, but who are you?" "Blue, go to the church." They follow the woman and run into a solid brick wall. The man says, "This is weird. Why is there a wall blocking the south? We were going north!" The woman glares at him and then turns to the men and says, "George, I'm taking over here."
I mean, no, that's fair.
The large man hits the bricks with his palm and they split open, revealing a secret passage.
What?
He smiles and pulls out a leather-bound book. A church, I don't understand.
How did you do that?
How has it gotten worse? He smiles. "I have had this book for years. It leads straight to a hidden tunnel that goes all the way to Kokomo. Soon they will find themselves in a damp, underground tunnel." Where is Kokomo? Thought we were going to what was it called? Mulford. They walk for a few minutes before they reach a fork in the tunnel. The man looks both ways, then puts his fist to his mouth and yells, "Coco!" I think we just let this one play out.
Yeah.
Right? A voice shouts back, "Okay!" The man turns to the woman and says, "You stay here. If someone comes, we'll both be captured. I'll try to get you released to your family." He climbs into a small rope hanging from a grate on the wall. He lowers himself down and disappears from the grate. She doesn't want him to get lost and reaches through and unlocks the grate. She turns away and gives a small cough to avoid the smell as she climbs out. A few minutes later, the man climbs back through. "That's not what I did."
That has nothing to do with anything you said.
It's just ignoring us. It's worse than the Cthulhu one.
It is.
Right. We got about 10 minutes left, if that, before this camera dies. So I vote we just try and break it.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Let's
did
go.
you just crack your knuckles?
I did, yes. Right. What do we do first? Cast fly.
He walks over to the woman and uses his knife to cut the ropes tied around her. Why didn't we do that earlier? He turns to the man. "You need to go back to the house. Go get some medical attention for your leg." What, the ghost house?
What leg? What happened to my leg?
Breathe fire on the man. He runs away and the woman laughs as she is led away by the man. They walk for a long time until they reach a well-lit corridor. Oh, a well-lit corridor, sorry, built of bricks. The woman looks up and says, "It's ignoring us. Try speaking for the woman, see what happens." Where do we go now? Where do we go now? The men lead the both of you through a system of tunnels and stairs before they stop near a brick wall in a small hallway. They turn to you. I stab the man with a very large sword that glows with holy reckoning. Can't ignore that, right?
You say that.
The blade bites into the flesh of the man's arm, and he screams out in pain. The woman pulls out a sword and ...
Only 2 dots this time.
Okay, so the longer the sentence, the more likely it will follow what you said.
Okay.
I think. This is so dumb.
Stabs the man even more until what? Sorry, until he dies. Very
Nice.
creative. I was trying to think of something. I couldn't think of anything.
I can tell the DM saying, "So how do you want to kill them?" is your favorite moment. The man's arm is almost bone as the blood soaks through his shirt. His screams become gargling noises as he tries to ask for help. He falls to the ground dead.
Yay!
Okay. So now that we know that it listens if we specify things. I channel my otherworldly powers to open a portal and travel to Mulford. You feel your head pulse with the pains of reality as you step through the portal. You're in the church in Mulford. Progress!
We made it!
Woo! It remembered the church as well. I'm actually impressed. Red turns to the woman and asks her if she's all right and if there is any way they all can help her. She looks at you and nods, and the men lead her away, leaving you alone. Okay. You're about to leave when you notice something is glowing under the altar. You walk over slowly and pick it up.
We gotta be long and we gotta be specific. That is what we've learned.
Maybe this is how we could have, avoided being railroaded in Cthulhu.
Maybe.
It is a small golden crucifix with four small golden objects hanging from it. They resemble, I can't read today, golden thimbles. You turn it over and notice the symbols on the back are those of Bane, Lord of Shadows. We're almost out of time.
Just when we found out how to properly do this.
Yeah. You know, if we run over and my camera stops recording, I can always try and start recording again.
Yeah, that's true.
The old priest walks out from a room at the side of the church. He nods at you.
I mean, I guess I did get an answer.
You walk up to the priest and address him. The Bane, Lord of Shadows, once owned this item. Oh really? He says. Wait.
Oh no.
So we said that to him.
We had it there for a second. It was
trying to railroad us.
We had it, but then... No.
For some reason, you feel him taking your mind into his head for a second, as he thinks about what to say. Well, the Bane was originally an elven king.
Oh.
I'm just gonna carry on and see what he has to say. This is getting interesting now. Elves, but I thought elves were extinct. Well, sort of. There are very few left, but the last king of the land died many centuries ago. What happened to his people? Just gonna carry that on.
Yeah.
The priest looks a bit confused. Are you asking me? You nod.
Carry it on? Question mark?
Well, they left the forest and became nomadic herdsmen. That doesn't seem very healthy. Okay, right, I've got an idea here.
Okay.
If I can spell. You walk out of the small village, a golden crucifix hanging from your neck. I'm just gonna carry that on. See where, am I going to become a nomadic herdsman or what? You enter a nearby forest where you find a small group of elves standing around a campfire. They seem happy and healthy though,
no.
like the ones you just left. They look up as you approach. Hi! I'm amazed my camera's still going.
How did the end of the original one? It was around a camp.
See, I was just thinking that the elves are almost extinct and
we just find some.
Well, genocide? Depends on what you want to do. Oh yes, one of the elves walks up till he is almost standing nose to nose with you.
Whoa, back up a bit.
Oh, there goes my camera.
Hey! I like how when we attempted to break, we actually found a fit.
Yeah, I know. The elf bends down to a more comfortable distance from you.
Whoa.
Hey human, my name is Tyler. I'm a great grandson of the Bane. Nice to meet you, Tyler. The elf eyes the crucifix warily. The Bane used to wear one of these. How is that possible? It appears to have magical properties. The elf looks at you. Nice and vague for us there. If this doesn't go anywhere soon, I have another idea.
Oh.
Red says, what are the magical properties? It allows the user to see things of great importance that are happening far away whilst he is close to it. How far? Not very far, just nearby. So not far away, are they? This is so dumb. They couldn't have said something more stupid.
Very far away, but actually not that far. Don't do it. Don't do it.
You look around. Where is the nearest piece of land? The elves look at each other and shake their heads. I don't know, human. We move a lot. Are we not on land?
Surely if they move around a lot, they'd know.
They'd know. Yeah.
At least a bit.
Yeah. They'd at least know the nearest one that they've seen.
But yeah, are we not? Is this what? Are we not on land? Are we
We're
now
on a boat now?
On a boat.
So
in
what
the
happens
forest?
if you say sail a boat? It says use the crucifix to try and view Bane's army. I just said to try and view Bane. It added Bane's army there. Sail the boat to the nearest shore. You notice one of the elves riding a horse towards you. Hey human, do you want to join us for a ride? You look at Bly and nod. Yes, why are you offering? We need to be specific for things to work, right?
Yeah.
Look, we've established I have otherworldly powers, right?
Yes. That is now canon, apparently.
You smile at the elf. I'd love to join you for the ride.
Oh
no!
My God.
You turn to Bly. May I join you? You walk over to the horse and mount it. I hate this game. It was rigged from the start.
This was rigged from the start. Oh my God. Ride
Why
the
are we
horse
doing this to ourselves?
to where Bane's army is found and kill all of them.
The elf leads you south, deeper into the forest. You've never seen so much untamed nature in your life. It's fascinating. Oh my lord. It's fascinating and terrifying all at once.
Okay, good to know, but let's carry this on.
After about an hour, you arrive at a small stream. Wow, ignore that voice crack right there. That was hardcore. I've gone through puberty, I swear. Stop here. Blight grunts and stops. Stay. I just removed it all and then was like, actually, yeah, you know what? You walk over to Bly and hit him as hard as you can in the face. He falls off his horse with a grunt, but immediately gets up.
Like the dog he is.
When I erased it, I was going to type like a dog in the dark.
Oh no. Put him down like the dog he is. When are we going to kill everyone?
Oh, it struggled for a second there. The elf looks at you like you're a complete fool. When the Bane releases us from his cursed slavery, human, you nod and walk over to your horse.
You know, fair enough.
Yeah, you know, that makes sense.
Yep, that's fair.
George, I'm going to try my tried and true Old Faithful.
Oh.
You walk away and start to concentrate on your powers. It remembered my powers!
Yeah!
You visualize the sun going supernova and intensifying by a large amount. You feel the sun pulse under your mind's command, and you know it's working. Dude, I am powerful.
I'm
making the sun go supernova.
Just like before.
Disintegrate the sun. You turn to Bly and nod. Just like old times, eh, Bly? He looks at you, unsure how to react. We should kill him now before the climax. You smile at the elf and nod. Let's do it. Wait, cries the elf.
Yeet!
I'm going to continue it and see what happens.
Oh no, go ahead.
Why? Asks Blue. My name's Tyler. By the way, you said that already. Wait, but why was it calling him Bly? You both turn to the elf. What is it, Tyler? Throw both elves into the sun. After a few moments, the elf begins to scream. It only gets briefly before it's reduced to ash.
Yay!
There we go. Bly takes a deep breath and charges at you. You both clash swords. Blue, hurry up! My question is, why am I using a sword when I have powers to throw people into the sun and cause a supernova? Stab Bly in the back as he fights against Blue. You blink. You feel a blade pierce your chest. You attempt to turn around and see Bly with his sword still raised. So, wait! Dude, Bly just totally Omaewa mode you.
Oh my god. It's like the anime sword, like, Quata!
You just went to stab him in the back and he was already behind you. That's mad.
Oh god. God, what is this?
This is a long one, George.
We're in for the long haul.
I channel my otherworldly powers and send Bly straight to the depths of hell where Lil Nas X himself is waiting for him. A moment later, Bly begins to scream. You don't hear this scream for what it is, though. You hear it because it is unique and important to all of nature.
All of nature is important. So important.
Why is Bly so hard to kill? It does not want Bly to die.
Bly is an important NPC for this story.
It's like in Skyrim.
Yeah, I was just about to say, it's like the quest NPCs and stuff in Skyrim, where they just get knocked down. Just like,
So what are you gonna do, George? Maybe you can unlock some powers of your own.
I mean, I tried disintegrating the sun, but apparently Bly is like, just like old times, eh?
What does that even mean? No, you said that to him.
I said that to him, yes.
He was like, what are you on about, mate?
Maybe it remembered, just like old times. Maybe it remembered from the first time.
Whoa.
It is learning.
Oh, I want an actual D&D DM that's this chaotic. Just this prepared to just accept anything. Damn. Not just the universe, the multiverse.
Exactly.
You smile and chuckle a little before the laugh turns into a grin. Well then, let's eat. You then charge with your sword with all your energy and swing it.
You get these psychic bloody powers.
And you're just a psycho.
And I'm just like, let's eat. Ha! Sword!
Let's eat. Insert Link attack sound.
Ah!
I just want to kill Bly. That, like, if we can kill Bly, that's where I'm ending it at this point.
I mean, is Bly not dead? I thought, like, the screams...
He screamed. It never said he died.
I thought those were, like, screams of death.
The sword flies true and lodges itself in the earth, several feet away from where you stand. Haha, I told you I had lost it, laughs the familiar voice.
Bly, how dare!
No! I don't understand.
Consume Bly.
You feel your entire body get pulled towards the earth at incredible speed. The earth begins to get closer and closer to you at an incredible speed. Your flesh tears and you are sent into the depths of hell itself. You've gone to consume Bly in hell.
Yes!
I just want to see where it's going to take this. We're going to end this in a minute. Already there, you feel a red presence looking for company. Come in, boy. The devil glances at you and waves his hand.
Yo!
Welcome to my home.
The devil is my bro! I think I won.
Because the devil just welcomed you to hell.
Just like, I went to hell, consumed Bly, and was just like, yo, what's up, my guy? To the devil.
You feel your body once again shift into something inhuman. The supernatural forces of the universe allow him to do this because he is an infernal lord and he needs to maintain his status. So I'm just going to keep on continuing this. I haven't felt a good place to end this yet. You are now a devil, a demonic being from the infernal plane. You find your way to the council chamber where you stand in front of your peers.
Yo!
That's where I'm going to end it. George, you became a literal demon.
Yo, let's have a look at what I could become. Opens up monster manual.
So let's talk about how we got here.
Yes.
We were in a haunted mansion. There was a woman and a man tied to a chair with 4 people also in the room. They walked us through some passage before I opened up a portal and took us to Mulford after, I think, killing the man. The woman got taken away by some priest.
Yeah.
And then we talked to a priest about a crucifix we found, which belonged to to Bane, who was an elf, and the rest of the elves became nomads. We then left to become nomads or whatever and found the elves. Then we rode with them for a while. Then I blew up the sun, threw one of them into the supernova, sent the other one straight to hell, at which point you went, I'm hungry for a snack, and followed him to the depths of hell to eat him, at which point Satan, probably pretty impressed by this, turns you into one of his council members, also a devil. Yeah. So you were jealous of my otherworldly powers, and you got some. I got some otherworldly powers of my own. Best D&D session ever. And that is why warlocks are the best class. Agree. And that's where I'm going to end the video, guys. Oh, God. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you want to support me in making more content, then I have a Patreon, or you can click that join button down below. George actually has a YouTube channel with a video up now, so go check that out. It's us talking about Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Other than that, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.
See ya.